This is a Headgum podcast.
And we are back.
That's right, Jake. Here we are, another episode. Boy, what an episode, too. We had a lot of fun doing this one.
We did. We've got the hilarious Lisa Gilroy.
So funny.
She's so funny. I first met her, but I first got interested in her because she did this Willy Wonka bit on Instagram that I thought was real. And I thought it was so unthinkably funny.
Well, you were even referencing it at some point when we were doing the show, and I had not made the connection, but I was like, I've seen that.
Yeah,
it was so funny.
Yes. You know what? She is one of these people, and now that we are veterans of this game, Garth, because we are.
Wow.
We're not.
Are we?
Not, yes.
I don't know if you are.
Not of podcasting.
Oh, no. Yeah, we're veterans of trying.
Of the Hollywood.
The grind. Yes,
of the grind.
Yes.
Is that people like Lisa Gilroy, I'm now starting to realize that like somebody will pop up and their talent will really take them to the top. And all of a sudden you'll see them and then they're in more and more stuff. And then they're in something else. And then you go like, oh, wait, they're in that thing too. And then they have a whole moment.
And it's so
becoming fun to watch.
Frustrating when you're a guy like me who's like, why did that never... What the hell?
You know what we need to discuss, Garth?
I'm having fun. We're having fun. I'm having a little more than whiskey. I've been doing some heroin in the room.
You
What's going on?
have a wild way of making everything about you.
You know, Jake.
Everything.
Believe it or not, Jake, something that's come up in my relationships.
Is this real?
Oh, yeah.
They're like,
but I do it as a bit. I try to do it as a bit.
No, it's not a bit. It's the fun.
Well, it's a good bit.
So they'll say like, I'm having really bad period cramps, and you'll go, you think you have bad period cramps?
I have, or no. What I'll do is I'll go, I have grammar issues, and they'll be like, this is a dumb conversation because it's.
And then you'll go, honest to God, I have a heavier flow than you.
My flow's pretty bad. I honestly haven't got my period in over 6 months.
They'll go, I'm having a really bad period. You'll go, I haven't had my period in 45 years.
I'll go,
you got it bad?
I'm going.
My hormones are out of control.
Too. Yeah.
So she is on a podcast with the very funny Ike Barinholtz called The Chris Chapman Do-Over.
Yes.
You can find that anywhere you find podcasts.
She's so funny, and she's so great on the show.
I'm a huge fan of hers.
Huge fan. And we're lucky to have her. And like we always say, we really appreciate all the support. The show is on YouTube's.
Yes.
Go watch it.
This intro is on Zoom, but the call is in person. And also, we have other quick news to announce. By this time, the Kev Man will be officially off the market.
Which is bad news for anyone trying to bang him.
Not true. Not true yet.
The wedding's off. The wedding's off.
No.
Oh, sorry. I misunderstood. Oh, I'm sorry.
By the way, then I want to say a wonderful choice by your fiance to make the decision all her friends are pushing her to make.
Kevin, she called the show when you weren't working with us. And we gave her a little advice.
Said, dear friend, you can do better.
Jump the ship, my dear.
And then when Kevin called, we said, lock her up.
Kev, come on.
Put a ring on this one.
But you are getting married, Kevin.
Very soon, yep.
Now, to close this the way we did it, if there's a theme, Gareth is now going to say, I'm single.
Actually, marriage is not something that's happened to me, but I'm
available.
A lot of weddings.
I have a cat.
It does. It's sad how predictable I've become.
Sadly, both of us.
Yeah, well, listen,
besides the Kev Man.
When you called me Robert from Shark Tank, it cut deep because, again.
Same with me as Barb.
You are Barbara. Anyway, we are also a podcast that has calls, which we'll get to now. So everyone, thank you for everything. And Jake, why don't you hit it?
Enjoy the show. I did it wrong.
That's okay. You did great.
Without further ado,
enjoy, everybody.
Hello, can we get your name, please?
Hello, I'm Ben.
Hey, Ben. Where are you calling from, Ben?
Hey. Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Go Pack.
Go Pack, Benny boy. I'm from Milwaukee, Lisa, so this is a big deal for me.
Milwaukee.
The good land. Whereabouts? I got this, Jake. Whereabouts Milwaukee from? Give me a little suburb. What are you talking? South Side? Lake Drive?
Well, I grew up in West Bend.
West Bend.
And now I live on Now I live by West Dallas.
Oh, it's Dallas. It's nice. See, you're a West guy. You don't like East.
Dallas.
We're losing the room here, Ben, but you and I feel like
I think
we
you're
got a hell
also
of a
losing
bond.
the accent.
Come on. Listen, it's a great start. Go ahead, Jake. What'd you pick up?
Milwaukee. I'm Milwaukee here.
I'm
I'm
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
Nice.
You are here with a special guest,
Nice.
Miss Lisa Gilroy.
Regional accent expert. I'm
Yep.
Milwaukee.
Give us a little.
Wow.
Give us a little Florida.
Oh, Florida. Whoa. What's the matter with my pizza?
Give us a little New York City, girl.
Yeah, what's the matter with that one, huh?
And now take us all the way down to Texas.
What's open up my chimney?
Wonderful.
go.
Now jump over the pond to Mexico.
I can't do that.
Ben,
Damn it.
what's the
So
problem?
close.
Tried to get her.
There's no
Tried to get her.
caller.
Oh,
That's
he's trying to
Kevin on the
catch me
line.
out.
This was a real gotcha moment. Hey, Ben, what's the question? What can we help you with?
All right, so I got to give a little backstory first. When I was a teenager, I drank a lot of soda, big soda guy. But I drank too much and I got a bunch of cavities.
Sure.
I got like over 10 cavities one summer, and then I was like, no more soda. So I got into sparkling water instead. But it's just not the same until during quarantine over at Pick and Save,
Nice.
I found soda flavored water, root beer, cola, and Dr. Flavor. And I was freaking obsessed, and I didn't drink anything else after that. I drank this stuff all the time and made all my friends try it. And then I went in one time, and there was a sign on the shelf saying it was discontinued. There was still some on the shelf, though, so
For
I
medical
bought
reasons?
every single 12-pack. I don't
It didn't
think
say?
so.
Okay.
We'll find out in 10 years.
Okay.
It didn't say. So I bought every 12-pack in that store, and I went to other stores and bought them, and I was drinking them over the last,
So, Ben, you have issues with addiction, yeah?
let's
Stay away from anything you'd ever put in your nose, my guy,
Oh my
just
God.
to keep you alive.
So he's addicted to water. So sue him.
Yeah.
Driving around,
Yeah,
getting it by
right?
the case, going like, you got any of this weird root beer water?
Listen, Dr.
root beer
Flavor
water.
has a PhD, Jake.
Dr. Flavor
Dr.
is
Flavor.
wild. So,
Every woman's ex-husband.
By the way, the best vanity license plate is Dr. Flavor.
what a great name for our ex-husband. Dr. Flavor. So, you went around and you bought out all the Dr. Flavor.
I had like 40 cases.
Holy fuck. Yeah, you weren't kidding, huh?
Okay, Ben.
Fizz and Co.
And did you get more than the trunk full we're seeing? Because while it's a lot, I mean, it's,
Oh, so you said this was soda-flavored
haul.
water, but it's soda-flavored sparkling water, which is soda. Fuck you.
Wait, is it?
Well, it's probably low sugar.
Is it? What is it?
It's all chemicals.
0 sugar.
Yes.
What? Okay.
But it's just chemicals.
What percent close would you say is Dr. Flavor trying to be Dr. Pepper?
Exactly the same without sugar.
How close percentage-wise does it taste to being the same? And
Wait.
don't say 100%.
No, I haven't really had real soda or real Dr. Pepper in a long time.
Suck
so I
some out of
couldn't
one of
tell
your
you.
cavities.
Try one now. Let's see what happens.
Give a little slurp.
So, all right, Ben. So, I think we got the setup. You had a bunch of cavities.
Yeah.
You were a big soda guy. So was I. Something about the Midwest. You found Dr. Flavor, which you can basically get fake soda, which is root beer and Dr. Pepper, but for somehow they don't have sugar in it.
You filled your hatchback.
Yeah, they discontinued it. You bought, what looks like 18 cases of it. What's the problemo?
Problemo is, well, definitely the problem is that it's gone. And I tried a bunch of things to try to get it back. I wrote to Kroger.
Oh wow.
They said it wasn't
First of all,
popular
Ben,
enough.
take it easy, man.
Wait, what
It's just a stupid joke.
And
Ben, you're a goofball, dude.
Ben, when you wrote this letter, did you cut out
It's just
magazine
weird
letters?
soda water. I wrote to Kruger. I petitioned. I got some friends who were picketing. It's fucking root beer, man.
Jake, you can never be a therapist.
Oh no, that's why he's
First of all,
great for
you're
this
acting
show.
like a fucking goofball.
That's why he's great for this show.
Relax.
Jake.
So I'm thinking of leaving my wife. Well, fucking do it, you goofball. What are
Okay,
you-
Ben, what did Kroger say in response to your ransom note?
Nothing. They didn't write him back.
They did.
Oh,
Well,
what'd they say, Benny?
It might have been an automatic email. It said it wasn't popular enough.
That's not an automatic response. That's someone being like, whoa, we got a live one here.
Yeah, 100% not an
Someone
automatic
saw it.
response.
No, that's not how everyone
That
goes.
weird drink wasn't popular enough, comma, Ben.
Like,
Also, Ben, stop writing us.
okay, so you've explored avenues to try to find Dr. Flavor. It's not working.
And what
okay?
else have you done? You wrote to Kruger?
I should also tell you that there's a Facebook group
Jesus
for
Christ.
fans of this water,
Come on,
Man.
and
man.
they have petitions.
Come
Oh
on.
my God. Really?
So what are you asking? Is this question now you're going to say, how do I get a girlfriend? And I'm going to say, cool it with the Dr. Flavor goof. I was going to say, hey, homeboy, get a couple cavities. No girl likes this stuff. So what are your interests? She's like, well, I'm in a book club. I like this. How about you?
Do you want to go find Dr. Flavor?
I love Dr. Flavor. I love the Dr. Pepper one. I love the root beer one.
There's some in Mackinac. We have to take a boat.
Yeah. I'll tell you what's not a panty dropper.
Yeah.
I wrote to Kruger.
Kroger. You keep
Kroger.
treating like it's... While he's in
Freddy-
a nightmare,
Freddy
it's not
Kroger.
Yeah.
Scariest bad guy, Freddy Krueger.
His nightmare, Freddy Kroger. I'm moving Dr. Flavor away, Ben.
So, Ben, what's the question?
If you die in your
Okay.
dreams, yes, you die in real life.
Well, I have 6 cans left out of the 40 cases.
How many?
6 cans. So
6 cans.
When do you drink
Better
it?
save them for your daughter's wedding,
Yeah,
brother.
buddy. You gotta really... Yeah.
and then also, what do I do when they're gone?
I think we lost you for a minute
Yeah,
there.
so say
Will you-
that, Ben, say that again. You got 6 cans left and what?
When do I drink them? And a
That's-
follow-up, what do I do when they're gone?
That's
I'm
the
s- I
question
feel
after all
scared.
this.
This is great.
I'm nervous
Yeah.
about the cans going away.
You are?
Yeah, I don't know. It makes me feel like.
Well, we've got to pick
Wait.
really great moments for this.
Lisa, are you an addiction lady? You got some stuff?
I just really don't like the ending of things, and like
Interesting.
like if something like a perfume gets discontinued, like that happened to my mom's perfume when I was a child, and I made her spray a tank top and put it in a Ziploc bag for me.
Wow.
Hey, Ben, I think we found the female Ben.
What is the plan with that tank top bag?
I don't have it anymore.
Okay.
Wow, okay.
Interesting.
Regular, let it go. Don't have it.
Sure.
So the question...
Can you send it to Ben?
Because I'll tell you, I don't have this. And I'll tell
You
you...
don't got a Ziploc bag with your mom's tank top in it?
as therapist Jake would say, I'm not a nutball. So your question is then, you got 6 left, when to drink them,
Yep.
and then what to do?
Yep.
Well, I can pitch first unless somebody's got some.
Go.
Oh, I
Lisa,
think
you
I have
go.
a
You
really
go.
good idea.
Perfect.
Okay, so I think you should take it and start to do science. You have 6 cans left, so start to do some kind of science with it so that by the end of the 6th can, you can make it yourself. I don't think we should just be
Ah.
casually enjoying this. I think you could take it to a hospital and say, hey, what's the blood work on this?
Do you have an...
But hold
Is
on.
there an emergency?
Don't say butthole on.
Yeah.
But
You said
butthole.
Yeah, you did
Butthole.
say... Jake, you didn't say
On to
butthole.
what Lisa was saying.
Is that Jake's safe word?
Yeah,
That
butthole.
podcast gets too confusing.
Butthole.
It's a really bad safe word.
Hey, do you mind if I take your pants off? Butthole.
Butthole.
Okay. Butthole.
The massage is about to start. All right, go butthole.
You're saying find some sort of a lab, make your own Dr. Flavor?
Yeah, because SodaStream, I don't have one, but people say that there's pockets of
Yes,
flavor you
there
can
is.
do that are
Yep.
like pop. I mean soda.
So, yes, I hear exactly what you're saying. Ben, is there any world you're going to become a science man and figure out how to make Dr. Flavor?
Like teach a man to fish kind of, Ben.
Yes.
There is a world. I do have a soda stream, and I did buy some weird Dr. Pepper flavored extracts on Amazon, and they just weren't hitting right.
Yeah, I get it. Because you want to know why it was discontinued, my man? Because
Medical.
they're putting poison in there.
It has to be.
They're kill. Hey Ben,
But they should
they're
just
trying
put
to they're trying to kill you, my
They
guy.
should just put a warning on it.
Well,
You
the
can go buy
warn-
cigarettes.
Yeah, but there was something in there that they knew this shit ain't right.
For an American company to be discontinued for health
You're not wrong.
is
I just got
shocking.
another idea.
What
Go.
is it?
Okay, Ben, the last 6 cans that you drink, take your, sorry, I'm going to say penis. I don't know you at all, but put your penis on the counter or wherever you want to put it. Drop a book on it hard while you're drinking it, and then you won't like it anymore. And then you won't
Bad
miss it and you won't
association.
need it.
Ben, what do you think about throwing a book on your penis when you drink your last
What'd you say?
time?
So
Sorry,
but
as
this
a
is
doctor, I'm trying to
Forget about it.
communicate
But this is an
medically.
interesting idea, and that is, you love these, and you're having some. I want to say, Ben, as a friend, you're having some weird thing with this Dr. Flavor shit, and it's connected to something that connected to you as a kid was soda, and Lisa's saying, take it slowly, be drinking it, so you're getting that whole endorphin rush of you're now little boy
Oh, this
Ben.
is so
Ben,
refreshing.
you're safe.
I am
It's
safe.
that sweet taste of root beer that you whack,
Yeah.
throw a book on your dick.
And if you can't do it, get a friend to do it.
So, Ben,
Yeah.
what did you think about the idea of drinking the drink, having the endorphin rush, and dropping something like a book on your penis?
And not a paperback, brother. I know what you're going to try to get away with.
Yeah.
It's not for fun.
Don't like that one.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't like that one.
Okay.
All right.
So then I got a pitch for you.
All right, I got two. Go ahead.
You go first.
No, go.
So here's what I would say. I'm not a big believer in dragging this shit on. I'm a believer in you got a problem, it's time to end it. So take the 6 cans, drink them as fast as you can. Go nuts, enjoy them, let them go on your chin. Weird, just go nuts. You're going to get a bit of a stomach ache. By 3, you're going to say, like, I've had enough. Keep pushing. Remember the old idea of, like, if you catch your kid smoking?
Dad's going to make you smoke the whole pack.
You want a cigarette? Yeah. Here's 20. So what I would say is back to back, very little air in between. Chug 6 Dr. Flavors. Afterwards, you're going to get the stomach ache. You're going to feel gassy. You're going to go, why did I do
Throw a
that?
book on your dick.
And then you go to yourself, it's over, Ben. It's over.
Ben, it's tough. Jake's giving you some tough love.
Gareth?
I like it. I'm going to give you 2. You're in a Facebook group of psychopaths for Dr. Flavor, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Here's my first pitch. 2 cans, you leave for yourself for a special occasion. Let's get some money for the other 4. Auction them off, get a little bit of money, and then put that into an experience for yourself. That's my first pitch. My second pitch is, why not just have, like Jake said, maybe have 2 or 3 of these and just put 3 away and save them for moments that you'll know. I feel like it's not going to be good to just be like, this is going to be for my 40th birthday or shit like that. So that might be a way to go
I got another one.
about it too. Okay.
I got
The
a-
other thing I was going to say that's super weird, but in the Facebook group, hold some sort of weird Dr. Flavor contest and get 2 other people over, and you and 2 other Dr. Flavor cheerleaders enjoy 2 cans each.
I have a better idea than that.
Go. Well, that's a tough way to hear it, but okay.
Sorry. But I think speaking of Dr. Flavor competition, start the annual Dr. Flavor parade and fair competition and have everybody come together once a year on December 25th, of course, 7 a.m., and have everybody bring their recipe for Dr. Flavor. Now, you're going to ration these cans for once a year because you taste everybody's recipe, then you taste from the can to see who's closest. And every year,
Ooh.
everyone has 365 days to workshop their recipe, and by the end, you will.
Great
That's
idea.
6 years, 6 cans.
So-
you will have your own recipe by then.
So
I like that.
I've got one other idea, and then we're going to get to you. I would go in your bathroom as soon as this call's over.
Uh-oh.
Take all 6 and pour them in a toilet bowl.
What's
You're
going on
such
with
a
you?
cruel
What's
Grinch.
going on with you? Ben, see, this is the problem with these big city Chicago
No, here's
guys.
why.
Hey, you're trying to talk to the salt of the earth, and you're offending him.
Here's why, Ben.
You're on his side.
Ben,
You're
here-
on his side.
Here's why. Every once in a while, you have a great love story. You love someone, they love you. You fall in love. What a wonderful thing, and then it's over.
When
What
you
a
pour your
sad
girlfriend
man.
down the
What a
toilet.
sad
no,
man.
because then you could go, what happened? You go, well, she cheated on you, and now she's with the other guy. And every once in a while, you go,
Jake.
oh my God, I'm listening to that song by the Police. That was our song, and you remember them, and you think all those dreams we had, they could come true. You know what you got to do? Take all the old letters, cut them up, throw them in a toilet bowl.
Jake.
If you still have one of her old
Who hurt
T-shirts, this
Spray
is
it with your perfume and put it in a
no.
Ziploc bag.
Rip it up, pick up dog poo with it,
Oh,
throw it in the garbage. Because it's over, Ben. You could create a weird parade on Christmas and have everybody come up with these things. And you know what you're going to get in 6 years? Something that don't taste like Dr. Flavor.
and you know what? I can guarantee the only thing you got to watch out for at that festival on Christmas Day is somebody's going to be on the tippy top of Mount Crumpet, looking at arrow down with his little fucking dog and ruin your parade. And that's Jake Johnson.
So so you hear your options. Ben, and then we're going to need to know what you're going to do because I think at this point it's fair to say we care about you. So you either find a scientist and
By the way, I love our first call. We've been talking to him for so long. The first one is fun.
Number 2, which you don't
Have
like.
you seen Jurassic Park, Ben? Imagine that with Dr. Flavor.
Is
there any in amber?
Number 2 is the penis drop, which is you fuck with the association while you're drinking. 3, chug them all at once so you get a stomachache. I don't remember who said that, but I think that's smart.
It's weird.
4, save 2 cans, sell the rest, take yourself on a trip.
Not to be confused with the bird.
Yep.
With the bird.
You said save 2 cans.
6. 6, just go in the bathroom and pour them all in a toilet bowl and get rid of them.
That's a crazy pitch.
I think
from
that's a smart
crazy
one.
Honestly,
man.
and by the way, this pitch is only coming because Jake Johnson's mouth is sewn to the sewage system, and he wants to drink your sodas, man.
Oh, he's going to be under your
He's
toilet.
like, flush him down. Yum, 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 yum,
He's going to have his head in there like a massage
He
table
normally
hole.
he eats your poo. This would be such a nice change up for him.
Well, yeah, it's not bad.
Don't be deceived. This is not a selfless pitch.
Number 7, create a Dr. Flavor contest.
Jake, I feel
That's
like
the best
you're-
one.
Jake, it's a great one. And Jake, you have attitude on
All right,
pitches
you're
that
right.
aren't
All right,
yours.
you're right.
Yours last one was to put him in the toilet.
Okay, so then number 7, create a parade, a Dr. Flavor parade, where every year at 7 a.m. on Christmas, a bunch of Dr. Flavor fans come out, march around. They all create their own soda in their house, which is disgusting. It's a little disgusting with all their weird germs.
People
Then-
do that. They bake pies and bring them to the fair. Is that disgusting?
No, I agree. Maybe it's not disgusting. Everybody drinks it. Then you all share one weird can of soda and see who's right. Or
You all have a
you're
slice.
somehow the only judge and everybody watches you drink the real thing while they made their fake ones and you go like, nope. The real one's better. And everyone goes, this parade sucks. Can I have one? You go, no, but next year you can watch me drink another. And we got 5 more years of you guys watching.
Attendance was
Yeah.
pretty low again this year.
But-
Each year it's dropping.
And then all your friends
No.
get to watch you drink them. So, Ben, take us out of here, my friend. What are you going to do to get over this Dr. Flavor addiction? Because you got a problem, my friend. And that's coming from one guy who's got addiction issues to another.
I like the chug them all at once option combined
Okay.
with the science.
And then piss him in the toilet so
option.
Jake could drink it?
yeah, honestly. Then drink your piss.
Okay, so hold on. You seem to be a reasonable guy. Drink them all 6, and then what?
Drink them all 6.
I like the chugging them all at once option,
Same.
and then I like the science option as well. After I'm done chugging them, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to do some science.
Don't chug them if you're going to see the scientist.
And you can't
it's
do.
simple.
You can do them in the other order.
Yes.
Hey, Ben, are you a family member of mine? Because you got rocks for brains. You seem like one of us. I'm going to chug them all, and then I'm going to say to
Consult
the
the
scientist,
scientist.
it kind of tasted like root beer.
All
And he's
right.
going to go, do you
Can
have a
we,
sample?
can we get
And
one of
you're
your
gonna say,
cans?
no, I just drank all 6 before I got here. I have a terrible stomachache.
I drank all 6. Can you make them?
So if you're going to do the science thing, my guy, you got to do that first, right?
Okay, I'll leave 1 can for science.
Now, and are you going to chug the other 5?
Yes.
Hey, Ben, are you at home?
Don't do
Yes.
it now.
Are you willing to do it now?
I mean,
Ben, you said
That's
you
a
wanted
lot.
you said you wanted to get over this.
yeah, I probably got to give my wife at least a couple of them. So we'll chug them together.
Okay, that's you know what it sounds like. You ever have an addict in your family and you do like an intervention and you got to stop now and they go, but my boyfriend Rodney, I got to have one more cigarette with him down under to the bridge.
Yeah.
And you go, so not now. Oh, but definitely tomorrow morning. I'm done.
Well, there is no more
Yeah,
cigarettes
right.
in this world. So
So Ben, your move is gonna be you're gonna take one, save it for science, and then maybe chug the other 5 with your
can I say
girlfriend.
something?
Is this
This
real?
might be the craziest end to a call we've done, and that's really saying something.
But Ben, is that right? Is that what's gonna happen?
Or don't forget Jake's old-timey pitch. Drink them all 6. Why don't you drink them all 6, huh?
Here at Dr. Fizz, we recommend you drink them all 6.
All right, Ben. Good luck to you, man. Drink
Good
them all
luck, Ben.
6.
Thanks.
Bye,
Been a
buddy.
pleasure.
All right, goodbye.
Today's episode is sponsored by Squarespace.
Squarespace, Jake, and today we actually have Luke helping us. He's doing the Rubik's Cube during the ad. We're going to see how many times he can solve it.
You mean Luke from Cameo, Rubik's Luke.
Rubik's Luke.
R-U-B-I-X Luke, Rubik's Luke.
That's right. And Luke, I, and you, Jake, are huge fans of Squarespace. Now, look, we know what Squarespace is. We talk about it all the time. Yes. We love Squarespace. Squarespace is an all-in-one website platform for entrepreneurs to stand out and succeed online. My website is through Squarespace. I've been using the whole time.
As I like to say, Gareth, Squarespace is so easy. It's like Luke doing the Rubik's Cube.
Yes, and he should be done with one by now, I would imagine.
We're way over 19 seconds,
Luke, how's it going over there?
That's one. Sorry, it's a bit of a performer's anxiety here.
Fair
listen,
enough.
We've all been there. I remember prom. Now, whether you're just starting out or you're managing, growing a brand, Squarespace makes it easy to create a beautiful website. Easy way to engage with your audience, sell anything from products to content to time, all in one place. They have great design features like Fluid Engine, which is a next-generation website design system, custom merch, easily sell your custom merch.
It's very easy to start a website. It might not be 19 seconds like it is for Rubik's Luke to solve the Rubik's Cube, or maybe a little bit more during this ad because of
again. Well, I like to say it's as easy as solving a Rubik's Cube if you're Rubik's Luke. You can also make an online store. So look, there's tons of stuff you can do. Squarespace is fantastic. So do us a favor. I'm going to bring Gil in for this. You get one, Luke?
No. I slight slip. So
slight slip. Okay.
Keep going.
We're on one and a half.
Which is not something you're going to do while you're creating your own website.
Oh, that's absolutely right, Jake. Hand the baton to a professional. Listen, 48 years of broadcasting, and it shows. Head to www.squarespace.com/Gil sent me to save 10% off your first purchase or website design. Head to www.squarespace.com.
Who are you, Rubik's Luke?
Stop it now. All right, here we go,
Both of you
everybody.
guys are having performance anxiety.
1. Listen, Luke is only down 1, but that's okay. Head to
Hold on. Where are you at, Luke? Is that 2?
It was another slip right at the end.
Head to
Same with Gilly.
Come on now. I only had 1 slip. 3, 2, 1. Back to Gil. 1s and 2s. Head to www.squarespace.com/Gil sent me to save 10%. 10% off your first purchase of a website design using the code Gil sent me. That's squarespace.com/Gil sent me to save 10%.
Luke, where you at?
Another like 10 seconds, maybe. I'll have one.
All right, so 10. One more time. That's www.squarespace.com. And don't forget that /Gil sent me.
And if you want a cameo that's longer than 19 seconds, go to Rubik's Luke. He will
Two.
Thank you much, everybody. Yeah. Today's episode is sponsored by Greenlight.
Yes. Jake, you're a parent, right?
Yes,
I've read that about you online, I believe.
Yes.
And you would attest to the fact there's a lot of big talks you have to have with your kids, but also it's probably weird to be a parent and have a money talk with your children.
Well, I'll say I genuinely like Greenlight. It's a product that I'm into because what Greenlight is, it's a debit card and it's a money app for families where you put the money in and they start controlling their money through it. So you can set up like for their chores, you can kind of do anything that they need, the money goes in there. And what the past has been is we would have a chart where I would write down on like an Excel, like, I'll give you $3 if you do this. If you pick up the dog crap, I'll give you $4 or whatever the numbers may be.
But so is the dog crap $4? That feels like a $5 chore to me.
Well, I'll tell you what happened with the dogs is nobody's picking it up and it's just blended into the backyard and it's disgusting.
Congrats,
and that's a fact
buddy.
of life. And that's a fact of life.
Congrats.
Because guess who it falls on? Me. And I'll tell you what I don't want to be is a professional dog shit picker upper.
It'd be great if your daughter started greenlighting you money for picking up your dog's crap.
But what this is, and what I like about this product is there's a way for kids to start seeing the value and the reality of money. Because I do find with technology and with kids, there's no value of money. So they'll just go they'll get things on Christmas and they'll get different things and they won't understand what it costs. So when they have their own money, if you take them to a store and they want to buy something, rather than you just say I'll buy it for if you stop whining, you can say, how much money do you have in your account minus the $15? If you only had 40, is this something you really want? So I'm a big fan of this idea. I'm a big fan of Greenlight and all the good stuff on that one.
Well, I'll tell you, Jake, more than 6 million parents and kids use Greenlight to do exactly what you just said. And let's bring in the closer real quick. That's right. So stop putting off the money talk, Gil Buchanan ones and twos, and start putting your kids on the right path. Sign up for Greenlight today and get your first month free at greenlight.com/GilSentMe. That's greenlight.com/GilSentMe to try Greenlight for free. Greenlight.com/GilSentMe. Good to see everybody. Thanks, everybody.
Hi.
Hi there. Welcome to America's #1 podcast. We're here to help. Are you excited about being on the show? Hello?
I am.
Okay.
I am. Sorry.
It's okay.
Hi.
It's all right. It might be a satellite delay. Can we get your name, age, and where you're calling from, please?
Yes. My name is Harriet. I am 24, and I am currently calling from Chicago.
Oh, great. Well,
So
not a great town.
So you are on with Gareth, myself, and somebody who I'm a very big fan of. She knows this through Instagram because I've DM'd you about it.
Yeah.
Jesus,
And
Jake.
talked to your manager about you.
Jake, relax.
Miss Lisa Gilroy.
Yes, thank you,
Hello,
Lisa.
sugar baby. Welcome to Radio 49.
Thank you for joining us, Lisa.
Thank you for joining us, Harriet.
And thank you, Jake, for joining us as always.
And thank you, Radio Lady.
And Gareth, take it or leave it.
All right, Harriet, we're back. Rocket money. Can we get your problem? What's going on? Let us know.
Yes. Okay. So I recently joined a book club off of this Facebook group that I'm part of.
But
Facebook
Harriet, you're 24, honey.
What? Hey,
I
Harriet.
know.
What the hell is
know.
going on?
And what's a book?
Come on.
Well, okay. I feel like COVID set us all back, so everybody's researching back to Facebook. Whatever. That
Sounds
probably
like
the
it
start of
sets
my
you
problem
forward
with
to
Facebook.
65, honey baby. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
But so from the start, we all like get put in this group chat. From the start, this girl in the group is like immediately kind of like targeting me. It seems she's like very dismissive of all of my ideas. Anytime I would like, I'm not a very outspoken person, but I was like, I'm gonna be direct. I'm gonna plan this out. Get this book club going. It'll be great. Every time I threw something out there, she was like, nope, not having it. Like throws out her own counter pitch that, in my opinion, is worse, but it is what it is.
Let's give this woman a
and
name.
so-
Hey, Harriet. Let's name this bully.
Let's just call her. Let's call her Darla. Let's go with that.
Darla? You picked the cutest name in the world?
The
Or
devil.
also the most like old lady name too.
Darla.
Darla. I hate your stinking guts.
You devil.
Okay, so Harriet, you've joined a book club. There's a group chat, and Darla doesn't like any of your ideas. The floor is yours. Continue.
No, yeah. So then, we split the group into two based on like which part of the city we're in, and she appoints herself as the leader of like the North Side group.
Oh, you guys are North Side?
And
No. All right. Relax.
Yeah.
I'll stop.
Jake,
I'll stop.
Jake. Keep going, Harriet. Things were going really good for a minute.
Yep.
A butter to North
and so
Side.
she,
Hey, Jake. Harriet, keep
I
going.
can't stop
Can
now.
we mute Jake? Jake, will you mute yourself?
What were you going to say, Lisa?
North Side Harriet.
Oh, boy.
Wait, is that a Chicago accent?
Oh, you're from Chicago?
Yeah, we're
Daddy was a cop on the south side of Chicago back in the good old days. Back in the bad old ways. On the lonesome side of die. You remember this song?
yeah,
On the soon to the falls home.
Do you?
Wow, wow.
of course.
Dude, say more of it.
Bow, wow, wow.
Feels
North
like
Side of
you're
Chicago.
The night Chicago died.
Night shift.
Chicago died. Yeah, I remember that.
That's really
Jake,
good.
you have no clue what's happening, right?
No.
You don't
Okay,
know the song?
great.
No.
I'm gonna
All
send
right.
it to you. It's fantastic.
It's
Harriet.
Wait, hold on.
fantastic.
What is the song?
It's called The Night Chicago
Yeah.
Died.
And who wrote it?
Like
Daddy
a
was a
70s song. You don't know?
Daddy was a cop Jenkins?
The first lyric is Daddy was a cop.
Yeah,
That's
it's like
cool.
the
South Side of Chicago.
Chicago died.
It's an incredible song because it is storytelling about
The
something
Bears.
historical.
Yeah, I think it's the Bears.
The night Chicago died.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
All right, Harriet, listen, we're not here to talk about the night Chicago died, but it feels relevant. Okay, so two groups, right? One North Side and one's your side. Keep going.
Darla runs the North Side.
Oh, Darla
Yeah.
is the North Side. Okay.
So
Yeah.
I'm in Darla's from the North Side. I'm in her group, I guess. She appoints herself as the leader. In the big group, they said hold the first meeting in a public place. Immediately, we get into the small group. She says, I'm hosting this at my apartment. It's very small.
And
I
I'm
have a
locking
dog,
the
I have 2
doors.
cats.
And I'm a pervert.
Yeah. She says, I have a dog, I have 2 cats, my boyfriend lives with me, it's a small apartment, but I want to host. It's also like a solid 35 minutes away from everybody else in the group.
Cool.
You guys are coming to my place.
Cool.
And yeah. So I was like, okay, rude, whatever, but I'm going to choose my battles, let it go. She starts getting mad at everyone in the group for not responding to her messages. She is like throwing out like dates and times that don't work for anyone, and then getting mad that no
She's
one
like,
will
December
respond.
25th, 7 a.m.
What's going on? Huh? 2028. What are y'all up to?
Yes, like someone would say like specifically like I get out of work at this time. She'd say like, great, half an hour before that, let's meet.
Perfect.
So not great. Whatever. We finally decide on a time, get the time and date settled. A couple of days go by, and she posts in the group and says, hey guys, this is random, but can anyone dog sit for me today? My sitter canceled or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And she
Is this the
doesn't
same
offer
caller?
any. Yeah.
I thought we
same
were
problem,
just getting
same-
to the end, and now we're dog sitting.
Yeah. Well,
So
this
the-
is all
hold-
Darla. This
so
is what
hold
it's like
on.
to be in Darla's
So
group, Jake.
Harriet, the mean Darla, just because there's a lot cooking in your setup. You guys are in a book
sorry.
club. No. I'm not mad at it. I'm just trying to catch up.
I'm going to explain it to you.
Please. will you
What's
break it-
happening is
Yeah.
Darla pretended to be part of the book club, wanted to host, but really she's going to Mexico with her boyfriend. And when everyone comes over for book club, they're dog sitting.
Yeah.
Is what's happening. And then she's going to make them stay overnight. She's like,
Yeah.
sleepover book club, but it's just free dog
And then they're
sitting.
like, "Where's Darla?
Where
And
are
then
my
there's,
clothes?
There's a note on the fridge that says like the dog needs to go out twice a day.
This door won't open.
Dog needs 8 people to supervise.
Yeah.
All right, so
Here's the book I want you to talk about while I'm gone.
so then Darla says, "I need a dog sitter."
Yes, I need a dog sitter. She does not offer any payment, except she says,
Pass.
quote, we can give a 1-hour massage tune-up.
Oh my god.
Wait, what?
She's combining like
Wait, Lisa, go ahead.
A 1 hour massage tune-up? Is that what you said?
Tune-up. Yep.
Tuna?
Exact word.
Not tuna.
tune
I
up
don't know
or
what that
tuna?
Tune-up.
She's
Tuna.
got she
Tuna.
massages tuna.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm a tuna massage man.
That's
Well, what
great.
does 1 hour massage tune-up mean? Am
Like
I
I'm not
stupid?
gonna get deep tissue. I'll just
Yeah.
do like a couple spots.
Like
and
it's just
do
like a
the
little like
tune-up.
yoink,
Yeah.
yoink.
There you go.
Tiki tiki.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for looking after my dog.
Hi, do you want Swedish or I'll just take the tune up. The ding 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 ding.
And, and she said we, which is ultra terrifying.
Robert Kraft got the owner of the page has gotten a lot of trouble for the old
Just the tune-up.
It's just the tune-up.
But
hey,
I think Lisa does make a great point,
Yeah.
which is that it was a we,
that's very
Yes.
scary.
which is not great to be like, don't worry, it's me and my boyfriend
Yeah,
who are
so
giving you a
never
rub.
need 4 hands on me.
I disagree. Harriet,
Whoa.
we're back. If I'm getting a tuna thing, I would rather.
Tuna thing.
You want a 4-hand tuna slap
I would
down.
love to go like this. Do you mind taking your bottoms off? Sure, Darla. Hello, Craig.
Hello, Jake.
Yeah. Tune me up.
All right.
Okay.
Let's get started. We got an hour. I'm going to watch the dog for free. So, Harriet, what? So they said we can't pay, but we will give you an hour massage tune-up. The floor is yours. Then what happens?
Yeah, so I'm just, the meetup's supposed to be next weekend,
Wow.
and no one responds to that message. I don't
What would
respond
you
to that
possibly respond?
Hey,
sure.
stop texting.
message. Yep.
What would
Yeah,
a response
so-
be? Yeah.
I don't know.
This is a book club.
She's
Yeah,
crying.
so I'm nervous that based on the responses, I would be the only person to show up. So I'm wondering,
Oh.
should I go? And if I go, can you guys help me plan an escape plan
What
for if
a-
I'm the only
This
person?
is
Crazy
crazy. I mean,
setup.
this is supposed to be a fucking book club.
But the question is, nobody has said yes to going to the book club meeting at Darla's weird place with her weird boyfriend. Nobody responded
tuna.
to the dog sitter thing. Do you go and risk being the only person with her and her pervert boyfriend? Is the book club all ladies?
No.
Well,
Are there any men in the book club?
no.
It's all
But
ladies.
people have said yes, they are going to the book club. They just have no one responded to the dog message whatsoever.
Oh,
No, but that's okay. You don't have to dog sit.
yeah. So do you go to what? Do you go to the book club?
Yes.
I have a holistic question. Why are we letting Darla Saddam Hussein this fucking book club? Why not start a do we need do you know Darla? Do we need Darla involved in this? My gut is to start a side chat and just say, look, we're dealing with a crazy person who's bringing tuna massages and dog sitting into a fucking book club where she's dictating what we're reading. I'm done with it. I'm starting a new one. And we're doing it closer to everybody because we're not going to be under the thumb of this psychopath any longer.
So, Harriet, we're starting our pitching with the idea of a coup. But for every great government takeover, imagine you're on an island. There's a leader there. It's really wild, kind of, animal kingdom kind of stuff. And I'm back to the animal kingdom stuff. I saw this great thing where seems like it's irrelevant, but it really is relevant.
Irrelevant. Go ahead.
A crocodile ate a baby hippo.
Tried to.
Okay.
It ate it. Oh.
The hippos got together as 70 of them, and they stomped the croc to death, letting everybody everybody in the river know, you fuck with one of our hippos, you're gonna get fucking hippoed.
So Jake's saying you should find Darla, put her head kind of on the pavement, the part where the sidewalk comes up,
curb stomp,
and go curb stomp.
Yes. Yep. But what I'm saying is, going off of what Garth pitched, is if there's a coup, well, Harriet, are you the hippo who's starting it? Because you can't be a fucking coward while starting a coup, because I'll tell you what'll happen. That fucking gator will rip you all apart. Am I out of line, Lisa? Where are you at?
No, I think Jake's right. You're either going to be the baby hippo or you're going to be the start of the mutiny hippo. But also, can you just DM someone else in the group and say, like, are you going, to see if you'll have a friend?
I could, yes, I could. I've been nervous that nobody else is getting weirded out, and they're all going to be like, no, she's completely normal. You're the weird one.
So what is the social dynamic of the group, and where do you fit in? Because earlier when you said that she was targeting you, can we get an example of something you pitched?
Great question.
Yeah, so I had said, I just want to find, when we were talking about where to meet, I had said, just want to find a mid location for everyone, so everyone's traveling about the same distance. What about this coffee shop or this coffee shop? And that was when she said, nope, I'm going to host it at my place.
Okay.
But she say nope? Or was she like, or I have marble countertops, we could come to my place?
And then you don't have to deal with paying for coffee.
Yeah,
my boyfriend's there. He massages.
Did she say it with such a demanding presence, or did she pitch it like?
I think she said like, I'd like to host it.
I'd like to host
place.
it is pretty assertive for a woman in a book club, I have to say.
Yeah.
A lot.
Is it?
Darla's energy is not great.
I would never in my life say I'd like to blank anything.
Especially like, yeah.
Why not?
Too scared. What if someone doesn't like me after I say it? I'd have to be like, if that was me in there, and I'd go like, maybe I could host, but it's probably a stupid fucking idea. If you guys hate that, let's not do it. That's how I would pitch
I'm leaving the club.
I do think it's very assertive to say, I'd like to host, because then it's like, you're going to be the son of a bitch then if you say like, no to that person.
That's interesting.
She is dominating the
But
pain.
Harriet, have you suggested anything else in the group? And look, we just need a little honesty here. I got to know if there's any smoke to the fire that you're a bit of a weirdo too. Now, we're on your team, but I just got to make sure if we're telling you to attack, sometimes somebody grabs the reins of a situation because there's too many Harriets. There's too many emails where you go like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Or like, were you in the Facebook group going like, we should read Lord of the Pigs, Lord of the Pigs. They're all like, it's Lord of the Flies. And you're like, it's Lord of the Pigs. Let's read it. Lord of the Pigs. I want to.
Yeah. And what about this story?
I wrote it.
Or if somebody pitches something else, somebody goes like, could we read this? Like, is there anything that you've been embarrassed about by your behavior from Darla's point of view?
No, I don't think so.
Pretty run of the mill.
I don't think so. I've been pretty just go with the flow. The only thing I said first off was before we split into the two groups, they were getting really into the nitty gritty of where everybody's going to meet up. And I just said, hey, let's split into groups and then like decide from there. And that was kind of the only.
I have a personal question for you. Was one of the coffee shops that you pitched Starbucks?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Okay, you're safe.
Okay, because if it was, I'm with Darla. I'm not going to fucking.
The vibes are trash. I'm not doing a book club there.
Yeah, well, there's also a middle ground between not Starbucks. My house where my boyfriend is, and he gives massages.
But what if she's rich? You don't know. She could have glass walls.
She could have glass walls.
She could have a condo with the most pristine fur carpet
in a glass house.
But you could be sitting in the nicest chair you ever sat
in. You're not wrong that certain people, and this will happen if you're all going to like watch a game, right? And somebody goes, we can go to this bar. And somebody goes, you can go to my house. And you go and you go like, oh,
Private
you're
theater.
rich.
Oh, yeah. And they're like, there's a reason why I offered. 'cause it's
You
gonna be a treat
ordered
for
a
everyone.
fucking
A rich
200
person,
wings?
A rich person is not
Thanks.
bartering for a dog sitter.
Fair.
They're not.
That's fair. You're
They're
right.
not.
Good Columbo work there.
Okay.
So, and then question about the dog sitter thing before we continue to pitch. Nobody responded to that?
Nobody responded. At some point, like 2 days later, someone said, "Are you a massage therapist?" And she said,
No.
She said, "No, I'm a holistic healer," or something.
Wait,
like
hold
that.
on. I'm a what?
Holistic healer.
Something like a holistic healer, and they got into the nitty gritty of that. But
What's the nitty gritty?
She gets up in your
I
holes
don't-
in a ballistic way.
I'll watch
I
any
go
dog for
whole
that.
ballistic.
I go whole ballistic on your ass.
I go where the tuna gets made.
Yuck. That one actually made me feel sick about humanity. So
Isn't that the childhood rhyme? It's like milk, lemonade. Underneath the tuna gets made.
Round the corner's fudgy made. Go a little further, there's the tuna shop.
Up inside, slopping around. That's where the tuna is at. That's how the rhyme ends.
this one's actually making me feel barfy.
Do it then.
Quit teasing.
Fucking do it then.
Quit yarf edging.
So
I gotta say, the addendum to the round the corner fudge is made that there's 3 non-rhyming lines about the tuna shop. I love. I'm not feeling sick.
it's so
Keep going a little further. You'll see at the corner. Take a left.
And
yeah.
hey, bring it in. This one's for the girls only. Tuna, am I right?
So Harriet, there's a lot to chew on this one. That's why we haven't got to pitching. So when somebody wrote back, "Are you a massage therapist?" She said, "No, but I'm into holistic
2 days
healer."
later.
And then
The hero is the person who after 2 days like, fuck it, I'm gonna
Agreed.
dig. Hey, are you involved in this professionally? No.
because one of my notes, one of my pitches is going to be to start a group email where you write to her included, "I don't want to watch your dog for free for a massage," or "Who's the we?" ?
Yeah.
I need to know who would be touching my body in order to watch your dog
But
for
she doesn't
free.
want. No one's gonna watch the dog. So what's the point in asking the questions? Who's gonna?
I'll tell you what it is. I'll tell you what it is. You're forming your group of hippos because the first
I
time
wish you hadn't seen this video.
I'll tell you. I'll send it to you. The first time a fucking croc ate a baby hippie, you know what all the hippos did? Oh, what are you gonna do? Look at its teeth.
What am I gonna do?
And then one of them goes like, "Should we stomp back?" And they go, "You seen them? Those are dinosaurs." And one of them went, "I think if we all got together, we might win here." And another one went, "No." And then 50 of them slowly went, "You're forming the coup." If you do it as a group, you go, "Hey, Darla, quick question. Who's we in this massage?" And she goes, "My boyfriend, Craig." And you went, "Craig's going to massage my naked body?"
No one said naked.
What are you going to go to get a massage fully clothed?
I do.
You're not gonna
You
get
do?
to the tuna hole.
I go in my jammies and I
Wait.
don't take them off. I say, put the lotion on top of the jammies.
Lotion the
I'm
jammies.
a Christian woman. I'm not gonna let
I
someone get in my butt crack.
Lotion the jammies.
I get bare naked in the lobby. I'm
Jake?
sitting naked next to other people going, they're like, "Who's next?" And I go, "Eventually my fat ass is going in." And I'm going to be on the table before you, idiots.
I slept here.
Yeah.
Okay, to your hip, I think, listen, we're dealing with a fucking book bully,
Yes.
right? This person is taking control of the book club.
What's
I think.
the book, by the way?
What is the book?
What'd you say?
What's
What are
the
you
book?
reading?
Oh, it's called Freedom is a Constant Struggle by Angela Davis.
The irony.
Fitting.
Freedom of the Constant Struggle.
Yes.
Title.
But a very true title. Here's my. I pitched the. Listen, this is what I would pitch as well. Could someone join this group and Darla maybe not know they joined?
You're talking about a fake email start?
Hold on. Is that possible, Harriet?
Jane Doe.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
This
Yeah,
is what
it
I
could
would
be
do.
possible.
Oh.
I would send a message that just says something to the effect of,
Can I interrupt, Gareth?
go, baby.
Because I think I know where you're going, and
Go.
you might be right.
Go.
Can we join the group chat?
I think
Can you join the group chat?
yes.
You're talking about a possible Jane Doe is what Gareth was pitching, and that
Yes.
you were going to be the new fake voice. What I'm saying is send us the goddamn group chat right now. We will live write to Darla and the group as
Okay.
a mysterious new woman going, Can we hear more about this weird massage?
Even bigger.
Huh.
Every add-on you gave is perfect.
But
this is just a person saying, "Hey, Darla, I'm gonna be honest. I joined this book club to like read books. You're kind of taking the wheel in a direction that I don't like. I'm leaving the book club." And that way, you sort of send the
you're
effect.
going away from the whole weirdness about the massage and the dog.
I think that could be part of it,
Yeah.
but I'm talking about an exit letter.
Interesting.
Just like, Darla, what's going on? This is a book club. You're insisting we go to your place. You're asking if we can dog sit. You're offering up couples massages.
You're not wrong.
Bizarre.
Lisa, what do you think?
I think we've missed a fundamental piece of information that we should have asked at the very beginning. Does anyone in this Facebook group know each other? What's the...
Good question.
Is it just like you found each other through theloveofbooks.com?
Yeah. No, I don't think anyone knows each other. It's like it was formed through like a queer like Facebook group, and then like we made the book club from that group. So
Okay.
I don't think
nobody
anyone
knows
each
one
other.
another. So we could create.
We could do this.
Harriet, we could do this.
We could
right
do the
now.
hippo stomp.
Hey,
But
Harriet.
it's a Facebook group. We have to make a whole profile.
Oh no, but you said you're on an email chain too. No.
No, it's just a Facebook group.
But I would
We
love
could
to make a
start it.
profile. Oh, let's do it.
We could start it.
I mean, Kevin just
Look,
rolled his
Kevin,
eyes.
I'll tell you what Kevin didn't do is sit up in his chair and start typing.
Well, here's the problem with
I
it.
couldn't lean farther back in this chair.
So here's why I don't want to go down that road, because then we got to accept being friends and blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
So here's what we need you to do, Harriet. You got to fucking be our Jane Doe.
Yeah, you got to make it.
And here's what I think you've got to do.
Jane Doe was famous for communicating with the apes and translating that to people. And she
That's
wrote many books about
You
it.
sure did.
And
Not Jane
you guys
Doe.
should-
That's not
and
Jane
and
guys
that's
might
what
wanna
you
read
can
one
do
of them.
here. That's what you can do here. You can kind of, translate for everybody. You can
She spent time in the gorilla community.
Yes. She became one of the gorillas, and you can do that too.
Yep.
So here's going to be at least my pitch, going off of Garth's pitch. Harriet, you got guts?
Nice.
I just need to know.
Yeah,
Are you an animal?
I can muster up some.
Jake
guts.
would like to represent you in Hollywood.
Now I'm going to tell you this. I take 40%. It's only because I deserve it.
Jake would like to hippo pocket you.
But here's what I'm going to say to you and Lisa.
Labor
Hello?
breathing to follow. I'm going to get my girls
Jesus.
together.
Jake.
Listen to me. I'm talking to you and Harriet. I'm not talking to Harriet.
She could hear you, you idiot.
I got to take 40%.
I understand.
You're done. We're done.
Christ.
So, Harriet, do you have fucking guts?
Yeah,
All right. Will you open your Facebook
Yeah.
right now?
sure. 1 second.
Wonderful. We're gonna
You're out of
pen
your mind.
a response, and you're gonna hit
As
send.
Harriet?
Yes, we are gonna create what she's gonna write directly to Darla's weird ass,
I don't know.
and we are gonna break this group in half.
I'm scared.
I am too, Jake.
You know who should be scared?
The alligator.
The crocodile, Darla.
Crocodile, right.
Because this is getting scary because no one knows each other and you're going to someone's house now. It
Yes.
could be so weird. And she's already proven that
That's
she's
why
a
I
bit
like
weird.
the
by accident.
anonymity of a fake
She's
profile.
a goofball. Could you imagine, Lisa, for real, if somebody said, "Would you do me a big favor and watch my dog? We will massage you
It
for
is
an hour."
insane.
Yeah, imagine
real life.
Imagine how close of friends you'd have to be.
And
for
then
that
imagine
to
it
be.
was a stranger.
It's insane.
Actually, I don't know if it's better to be massaged by someone you know very well or not at all.
It's
Depends on the
never
person.
okay. Okay. Weird. It's never okay. If it's like people you know, then you're like, they're trying to like make something happen here. If it's strangers, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Harriet, are we open?
Yep, we're good.
I'm going to start. Interrupt me at any moment.
I'll start right now.
Okay.
Dear Darla, comma, are you typing?
That's,
Yep.
That's
So
fake
part of
news
this
for you.
thing is what we're going to need after you send it. We're going to need a photo of proof that you sent it,
Oh, boy.
because I don't like doing these
Okay.
podcasts where we're just spinning our wheels.
The
Okay,
producers-
right now
the
I'm writing
producers.
it down rather than typing it. Just
So you
'cause
lied. Now you're turning
I
me
don't
into
put
Darla. We're going to my
No,
house
I
for
just-
the book club.
She likes to write. She's a book clubber.
Can you open up
The
your
email
computer?
said speakerphone doesn't work, so I just am
Oh,
writing it down
I
and then
got
I'll
you, because
type
you do it
out.
on your phone.
Yeah.
Am I the only one that's remembering the Little Rascals Dear Darla letter?
Yes.
Little Rascals.
I don't remember. What is it?
I love this.
It's literally, Dear Darla, I hate your stinking guts. I'll listen. You say what you want to say, and I'll find the letter.
Okay.
Yes, that's right. Kevin knows.
So here's what I would recommend. Dear Darla,
Mhm.
I feel as if you have taken over this book club in ways that have taken away some of the fun for me. Am I out of line here? I'm being looked at like
you're
I'm a
assuming
psycho.
fun has been had already.
It's a good option. Yeah, it is.
All that's happened is the freedom of the constant struggle has been cracked.
Yes.
And a location has been chosen. I don't know if we're really
fun.
hooping it up.
Agreed.
But
Great. Okay. How about this? Dear Darla.
What the fuck is wrong?
Well, no, how about this? Dear Darla. Dear group. Dear group.
Dear Groot, what does that have to do with anything?
Dear group.
We should watch.
I would like to meet at this coffee shop because 1, it's closer, and 2, don't want to be massaged while being asked to watch a dog. If anybody wants to meet here, I'm flexible with timing. May I suggest Tuesday at 8? If nobody's there, all good. Have fun being massaged by a stranger.
Okay, alternative pitch.
Yeah.
Dear Darla, I hate your stinking guts. You make me vomit. Your scum between my toes. Love, Alfalfa.
It's also good.
So
I have a third.
Go.
Just leave the fucking group and join the other side of the book club.
Go south.
Yeah, but you don't live on the south side, so that would be extra.
Whatever.
25 minutes away is going to be the same.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Can you ask where the south side's meeting?
Jump ship. That's a good idea.
I think they posted it, and I think it's like out in the south suburbs.
Okay, that's too far. That's too far. Yeah,
is it at someone's house?
Pretty far.
Is it at someone's house?
No, it's at like a library. I think.
So this is
library.
All
That's
right.
charming.
So here's another pitch. Go for the fun of going. It's going to be a great story. Show up, figure out what's going on, ask a lot of questions about the dog and the massage. Know that Darla's a maniac, but this could be a story you have for a lifetime.
Or, last one, fake profile it and do what you just said from a different account and then see if people show up for that coffee shop meeting.
And then you could show up there, and if somebody else goes, you're like, I don't even know the girl who started this. I just showed up because it was closer to my apartment.
Where's Shannon?
Harriet, what do you think you're going to do here?
I think that I might go.
Okay.
Suss out the vibe, and then if it's just bad all around the first one, I'm gonna say we're not meeting there again. Let's meet at this coffee shop. And if she doesn't want to, do a coup, do the hippo move.
Will you do something really fast where, as a group thing, could you just email who's the we in that massage? It's a really weird thing to say we.
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You're adding a mysterious set of hands.
It's so insane.
And so what you're going to do is you're going to suss it out. Will you call us back so we can hear what happened?
Yes, I will.
In the meantime, could you really fast just write who's the we in the massage out of curiosity?
You can
Question for the group.
Yeah.
If you're in a massage and your head's in the hole and your slimy little butt's like slapped down on the table and your
Why
face
slimy?
Because you're
They
in oil.
lotioned your
You
clothes.
came
You're
with
in
your own
oil.
oil.
Yeah, okay.
And you put your face is in the hole, and then you had seen the massage person. They were like, yeah, lay down, get comfortable, whatever. Then you got your face in, and then they came in and they said, we are going to get started now. Would you lift your head from the hole to see who's around?
Yep.
You would?
Oh, yeah.
You really would?
I would.
Yes.
If that was said, I would be like, what's going on?
No, because wouldn't you assume that she's saying we, like you and
Oh,
we?
like the
yes.
universal
But then what
we.
if you thought you felt four hands?
I would
look.
I'm a guy who looks around the room.
No, you're not.
Yes,
when
I
you get
am.
massaged, you peek your head out of the hole and you
I don't do
I
that.
take a moment.
I don't.
you
I do
hurt
a-
your own neck to do a whole
I
crane
do
around.
on elbows up.
No.
You want to make eye contact with the masseuse
I have
the whole
to,
time.
Yeah.
No.
Not the whole time, but
The
at
whole
least
time.
at least a minute at the beginning.
We got another caller in the
All
waiting
right.
Oh, it feels
Thank
like
you for
we're-
the call.
Hey, Harriet, keep us posted.
Okay, will do. Thank you all.
This episode is sponsored by Booking.com.
Booking.com offers so many possibilities across the U.S. for all the travelers. Wherever you want to go. Beach resorts,
I got a question for you, Garth. You're in a hotel right now.
Yes.
Did you get it from Booking.com?
Jake, so I do these things now where I go on like longer tours, a lot of one-nighters, and it is truly something that used to be a lot more difficult to do with Booking.com is just a lot easier. You can find great rates. You can exactly where you want to be. It's just a very easy way to sort of plan out your travel future. And it is the secure way to feel like you have your travel in your own hands. And
Well,
yes,
this was one when we agreed to do this sponsor. You said I can talk about Booking.com. I've
been using Booking.com for a while because it is just the best. So I always use Booking.com, but again, it doesn't even need to be for your stand-up tour. If you want to just have a remote trip or you want to plan a vacation, whatever it is, it's your hotel or your vacation home anywhere in the U.S. Use Booking.com. Shut up, Gareth. I got this. Now listen.
The transitions I'm hating.
Why? What do you want to? Let's go back to it.
So here's my parrot, and then there's this other guy I really want to talk.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how am I doing? How you doing? Sorry. Go ahead, go.
It just feels like a lot of notes.
No, it's just comments. Mean comments.
Yeah, it hurts because I've been sidebarred on
Book
these.
whoever you want to be on Booking.com.
Stop it. Book whoever you want to. Book whoever you want to. No.
Wait, here's my parrot.
Book whoever you want on Booking.com. Booking.yeah.
Hey, cool it, parrot. Let me bring out my other friend. Oh, yeah?
Okay.
My name is Willy Wonka.
I've had 40.
Book whoever you want on Booking.com.
It's like hanging out with Jeff Dunham.
Booking.
This is an absolute nightmare.
Yeah, hold on, here's another
48 years of broadcasting experience being thrown on the grill right. Go ahead.
Booking.yeah.
All right, book whoever you want to be on Booking.com. Booking.com, we're like Booking.yeah.
You know, it's not that crazy to pitch like the food science thing because I met a hot girl at a party who was a food scientist.
Really?
And her job was to make like recipe for Oreo. Like she was like, I don't make cookies at home. I make 50,000 cookies at once.
Have you not seen the Netflix show? Is it Snacks or something?
Is it Snacks? Is it fucking Snacks?
Wait.
Is that the one where they make a snack and you don't know if it's like a little piece of furniture or it's a snack until you cut it open?
No.
Is it cake but with furniture?
I'm bad with titles and names. It's something where a bunch of food scientists make weird snacks. It's not called Is It Snacks.
I hope it is called Is It Snacks.
Oh, maybe it's called It Is Snacks.
It is Snacks. Drink them all snacks.
Drink 'em all snacks.
I have a question for you before you go. What's your story out here? You came from Canada?
Yeah.
And you did Second City?
Yeah.
Toronto?
Yeah.
Then what'd you do?
I did kids TV hosting up there too.
What show
Walk
did you
me
host?
through this.
Okay, so Canada's version of like Nickelodeon is called YTV.
Yes.
It's like youth television, okay?
Fun.
So I did the interstitial hosting.
Oh, wow.
And so where were you at Toronto? Did you main stage it? Were you ETC? Were
I
you
was
touring?
tour co. And then my green
Ah.
card came through and I left to come to America.
So so you did the ride, you did all the classes, you got tour co.
Yeah.
You were starting, you were going to build up. Was
Yeah.
the dream at that point to get main stage, either go SNL or go Chicago?
At that point, like, none of that was on my radar. I never ever thought that I would move to the States. But then I started seeing people who did main stage move to LA. So then I started putting in my paperwork and I was like on the road to main stage. But then when it came through, I was like, gotta go. You gotta go.
Yeah,
you gotta
yeah,
move within like 6 months of getting it or you lose it.
Yeah, And did you know you wanted to do this even as a kid?
Yeah, but I also used to be a drama teacher in Edmonton, Alberta.
You did?
Yeah. So that was kind of like what I thought. I mean, I knew I wanted to do this, but that's not possible in Edmonton.
Yeah.
So then I was like, oh, I'll be a drama teacher.
Who did you watch as a kid that you were like, that made you want to perform?
Sarah Silverman,
Yeah.
like Sarah Silverman program and like SNL and
Yeah.
everything and all those like wacky ladies.
So then you went from there in Edmonton, you went to Toronto, you did the Second City, you get to Torco, you then get your thing and you moved to Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And who'd you know in LA?
Not a single damn person.
You did the same thing.
You didn't know anyone either?
Nobody, yeah. So then you got out here, you knew no one, and how'd you get from 0 to something? Did you do groundlings?
I did groundlings and UCB.
And so you just started taking classes?
Immediately, like it was my job.
Yeah.
I did both tracks. And then groundlings has like a big bottleneck before.
Yeah, you get like a 1.5 year break for like the writers thing.
Yeah. And then so then I really started doing more like Herald Night and stuff at UCB and ASCAD.
So UCB was what kind of launched you through. Which one went first?
UCB, definitely.
Interesting.
Because groundlings had the bottleneck. So then I just like doubled down at UCB.
And then where'd you get your agent? What was the thing that...
This guy's so needy. Where'd you get an agent? How do I get one?
How do I get one?
Are you SAG?
Yeah.
What's Taft-Hartley?
Yeah. I'm the other one. What's not SAG but the other one? That's what I am. It doesn't matter.
ACTRA.
That's
the Canadian union.
I just pay that guy. So what was the thing that broke you through?
In SAG?
No. How'd you get it? Because I did the same arc. I came, so did Garth. We were at the Improv Olympic back when that used to exist.
So you guys came here together, so you did have a friend.
No,
we
we
didn't
met
know
each
each other.
other at the same improv theater.
Yeah.
Where?
Improv Olympic. This was before UCB was
this
here.
is closed
Okay,
down.
I
People smoke
moved to
crack
LA
there now.
the same week that IO closed. I saw one show there on
Yeah.
like
A lot
a
of people
Monday, and then it
say-
was closed by Wednesday.
Yes.
A lot of people say there's that one kind of
Yeah,
impacted
when
the other.
when we moved here. I moved here in 2004.
Same.
Garth, when did you get here?
probably like right around then, probably 2004.
UCB was not here yet. It was only New York. I had done it in New York back in like 2000, 2001. But it was IO and Groundlings and Second City kind of.
But Groundlings, like you said, was the one where you were like, yeah, but there's like that bottleneck.
But also,
Yeah,
IO
yeah.
used to be the fun one because there was a bar. You could smoke weed in the green room.
You could get
That
your
was
show
the-
put up if you gave the guy who run it weed.
Yes,
Like
that
the
was
guy
it was
ran it with-
the party place. You could kind of go there and get started.
No fun.
But nobody. I did the main stage sketch show there, and I was all excited. I had like my headshots, and they were like,
Yep.
"Dude, you're gonna get signed." At the end, I went to the person in the box office. We had like 50 things. None were taken.
Oh,
Where you're like, "Oh, no one's seeing this shit." So, what was the thing that kind of got you started? Something
I
happened.
don't know if I've been started.
You got
If-
started for. How'd you get Naomi?
Oh, that was okay. Actually, so I was doing Mod, which is the sketch night at UCB,
Yes, for
and
sure.
Herald Team, which is the
Long
form improv.
Yep.
And all the people with their reps got submitted for the SNL showcase, and then the AD of UCB got to submit 2 people who were unrepped.
Wow.
And so they
No
submitted
way.
me, and I went and I tested, and in the process, my manager was watching in the crowd, and then
Oh wait,
signed
so
me.
tested
that
for S-
night was the test?
No, it was I went, and then like 2 days later, got a call saying like they want to fly you to New York.
Jesus
Like I
Christ.
could
Oh,
not
you
believe
did
it.
that whole
I didn't
thing?
have I didn't have reps, nothing.
No.
Yeah.
Did you have to come up with
way.
all of the things you were going to do in your audition in like 2 days? How ready were you?
No,
for
because
that?
I had already. Well, I guess I just kind of threw together like a 5 minutes from all the sketch stuff
Yeah,
that I
right.
had done. I wouldn't say I was like super ready, but that's why I was shocked.
Yeah,
like I just
right.
couldn't
But
believe
that
it.
shit's
That's
cool. That's
crazy.
the unheard of story.
Yeah,
How nervous were you?
so nervous.
Oh,
Yeah.
And the vibe in that room is crazy, right?
Well, it's actually really devastating because I tested twice, but the first time I went there, and then like hours before my test, got a call because I had done. So now I have a fresh manager, right?
Yes.
Who had signed me just before I went to the
Naomi.
actual test. Yes.
Okay.
And she called me and she was like, I'm signing the test deal, and there's something has come up with a show that you did, some sketch show that you did. Totally unrepped, had been in LA for like not even a year.
Oh,
So of course I was
no.
doing all sorts of weird
Anything.
non-union stuff. Yeah. And this show that I had done that was a sketch TV show, I did like a non-airing pilot
They
presentation.
owned the rights.
And they like
They
pulled the plug on
flexed.
my test.
Holy shit.
So then
That's
yeah.
fucked up.
And so what happened?
Well, I cried so hard I burst a blood
Yeah,
vessel in
for
my
sure.
eye, and then I flew back.
That's a character. That's a good character.
And then thank you. And then I tested again the next year.
That's fucking nuts.
And then the next year was all new stuff.
And then was that environment crazy? Was it like
Yeah.
as sterile as we always hear about?
I mean, the wait in the dressing room was hell, but I thought that the room itself was like pretty warm.
That's good.
I felt like there was laughing in the room, which was nice. And in my dressing room, the TV was turned on to everybody
Crazy.
else's.
Could you turn it
thing.
off?
Ugh,
It
so
it wasn't
scary.
turned on, but I turned it on, and
you
I
could
could
watch.
see everybody else auditioning.
Did you watch?
Yes.
Oh, that's crazy. Did you feel like that helped you?
Yeah, because you know what? Here's the thing, and this is just my belief. Okay, we're all pretty bad. Like I think if you're an adult person doing sketch comedy with wigs, you're bad. We're all bad. It's
Everyone's
it's
sad.
not
That's a really
it's not
funny
not
perspective.
embarrassing. It's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
kind of the most humiliating thing you could do with your adult body.
Right. Yeah.
So what? It just made me feel so comfortable. It's like we're all just you hit a level, and there's like probably 1,000 people that are doing exactly the same kind of work.
Yeah.
And no one's really that. I mean,
I
maybe
agree.
once in a blue moon, someone's like better
But
than
not
the others.
really. It's
but-
just everyone has like opinions about somebody.
It's a
every once in
bit
while.
sad for everyone.
yeah. And have you
Yeah.
watched like at
really
Groundlings
funny.
or UCB the like showcase nights before
yeah.
test where everybody's going and trying out
Yeah.
their stuff? It's like it all starts to just turn into mashed potatoes. Like it's the same thing.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
that's very true.
So you got a sense of calm, and then went in there and did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Did you do it?
No, I did. Well, I didn't. I was really into sketch and improv, and then I had a night where I'm a money guy. I love money. I love
do you?
I love the business.
I can't tell by your outfit. That's crazy.
Thank you so much for coming. I don't love spending it.
I don't love spending it either.
But I love the game of it.
Uh-huh.
My father was a car salesman. My mother was a stained glass junk artist. So like the mix of the two.
That is the craziest sentence I've ever. That sounded like the Dr. Evil monologue from Austin Powers. My mother was a
she made stained glass
prostitute named Chloe. My father was.
But she had like junk shops where it was all like she wouldn't let me negotiate with customers. She would like if
She still won't.
She won't. But if somebody came in and she wasn't there, and literally we'd get like a piece of furniture we found in an alley and stripped it.
I'm picturing Eartha Kitt in Ernest Scared Stupid.
Oh
I
my
haven't seen
God.
Do you know what I'm saying? Gareth?
Yeah.
But we were not allowed to negotiate. So if it was like $200 and then there was incense and the incense was 15 and the person goes like $200 would throw in the incense. And if I at 15, if I went like, you got a fucking deal. My mom would go
You were
and
Joe
go.
Pesci when you were little.
I've always
still
been
is.
Joe Pesci.
Oh, okay,
It's
okay.
going to make sense when I'm like 65.
Okay.
But I would get in trouble. So in terms of like this game, the business and the grind of it, I think is like such an exciting part of it.
Yeah.
And so this sketch and improv world, once I started realizing like, you got a 7-year deal, you're not making money ever. And like,
like at SNL?
but all of it, like that whole world.
That's not true. You make like $4,200 an episode on SNL.
Congratulations.
It's like actually pretty good.
You can start making more
Congrats.
too if you're there for a while.
But I started doing when
I think
was,
if you're there for 25 years, you get $7,000.
you become Lorne.
but when I was doing UCB, I started doing the same character rather than doing a bunch of different characters because it was playing.
Joe Pesci.
Kinda. I had a big
Yeah?
mustache at the time. So every character, I would, like Berg used to do food.
Yep.
I would always go out there and go like, what are you talking about?
Well, you used to have the mustache, and it really booked you gigs.
Oh,
I remember
I got
when
started
you.
with that
I remember
mustache.
one of the first commercial I saw you in after we became friends was a Tampax commercial.
Yeah.
Where it was like the
They'll give
piece of-
everything to a straight white man.
the
It's
piece of
unbelievable.
shit. Well, no, Jake was not feeling fresh, but Jake was the bad tampon showing up
Yeah.
for the date.
I was the before.
You were a tampon?
No, he was himself, but he was
No.
manifested
to
as a
die
tampon.
happy and come back as a tampon.
Honestly, if
I seen some shit.
if I could have one dream, it would be to be a fucking tampon.
Wait, that's like what? Remember the phone call between the Prince Charles and Camilla?
Oh my God.
They leaked a phone call between them.
And he was like,
saying,
I'd love to be your tampon.
He literally said, if I came back in another life, I'd love to be a tampon or a
Shows you how
maxi
he's
pad.
never
Disgusting.
been a regular person.
Yes.
Did you ever work with Sarah Silverman? Have you ever done
I
anything with
just
her?
did a show with her this week.
Did you tell her? Was it a trip?
I couldn't tell her. I couldn't tell her.
Were
I
you
couldn't
in
tell
your
her.
head? Were you like, what the fuck is going on?
I did catch myself looking at her in a way that was like, I could tell if someone else was watching me watch her, it would look insane. So I was trying to play it cool and like break eye contact sometimes,
Yeah.
but it was difficult.
Yeah, it's really
I
strange.
just love
I
her.
just did that with Bob Odenkirk. 'Cause
I was
Bob
gonna say with Dave
Odenkirk
Cross.
he was my
Yeah.
guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Mr. Show for me was
Same.
everything. That was the show we all copied, and I did the sketch fest with him and Naomi, and we were walking back, and I just did that thing where I just like stared at him, and I'm like, "You're just that thing."
Wow.
But question for you, and then we'll let you go, because I first found you when you did that Charlie and the Chocolate Factory bit.
Oh, yeah.
What was that? You just decided like she did a bit on. Did you see this?
No.
thing? I had no idea who you were. I don't do any of the comedy theaters anymore, so I've missed like all the generations coming up. She made a video where it was a first person thing where she was talking about people who visited her on set and how they got out of control and how rude it was. But you
I
played it.
do know what this is.
So you played
That
it.
is so
that's her.
fucking funny.
I
That's
saw
so
it. and
weird.
No one had told me about it. It was one of those things that like popped into my algorithm. I was judging you so bad.
I'm sure you were.
I thought you were just some actor,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, "This is what's fucking wrong with the new generation."
Boy.
And you got emotional, and your acting was really good, so I believed you. And I was dumb enough; I didn't put it together. And then it was about like the last 10 seconds. I'm like, "This is a fucking
It
bitch."
was so subtly. I
was
bet a lot
perfect.
of people felt like that. I bet there were like people who
I
didn't.
had people text me and go like, "Oh my God, just saw the video. Are you okay? I'm
Yeah.
so sorry."
But I thought that's what launched you. So you were you had already tested. Things were already going for you.
Yeah, I shot that when I was shooting a show in Toronto. So that's where I got the idea because I was like, what if I brought people to set?
That is
so I could
so
sell it?
funny. I did not put that together.
And then I'm buddies with Jake Szymanski from Jury Duty.
I love
How was
Jake.
that for you?
Jury duty was my dream. Like
It
that's
was?
all I want to do is to just improvise
Yeah,
forever.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
you
It's
could
the
tell.
best.
I mean, not as much little as I know. I've seen the show, and you can tell when you're doing your bit as that character how great you are at making all that shit up.
Oh, thank you. It's my only thing I like to do. And we did we did a little rehearsal beforehand, but it was so much like, keep it chill and don't make it too crazy or like funny or don't say anything like weird because it was so, don't want to. No one wants to be the one that like breaks the bit. No. But then as soon as it started, I was like,
but you were like pushing it a little bit. You were pushing it a little
bit.
What
are you going to do? Call cut?
And you could see his face. He's going like, Jesus Christ, this is fucking insane what she's saying.
But it's the same thing that why the Willy Wonka video works. It's like all you simply need to get away with anything you want is 2 feet of blonde hair, and then people would start tuning you out immediately. You
what a
can
great
say the
cover.
stupidest shit you want.
It's comedy camouflage.
Yeah.
So funny. Well, thanks for coming. You're really funny.
Thanks so much,
really
Lisa.
Thanks for having me, freaks.
Yeah,
thank you. And we want to thank Dr. Fizz.
Drink them all 6, baby.
Drink them all 6.
Hey, everybody. Thank you guys for watching us on YouTube. Please
like and subscribe so you don't miss any of this quality content.
Ring, ring.
Here to help. Go ahead.
Cut.
That was a Headgum podcast.